What's up, everybody? So I'm gonna do that sitting and walking and chatting in nature thing that you see people doing if you watch some of the same kind of videos I watch. Um, yeah, it's a good place as any. In fact, this is an awesome place to sit and be. Check it out. That's my lighter. I'm gonna pick that up. Don't mind me. Somebody made steps here. I actually know who did it. I'm pretty sure I know who did it, and she probably had some help too. But this is so cool. Look at that. Look at that guy. Look. So we're actually gonna have light. So working? Yay! Look at that. So cool. Is this one working? I don't know if this one's working. We might have to get some new lights down here. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. We are made of stardust after all. Let's see if this guy's working. Yeah, he's working, I think. Yeah, it's working. Cool. Lights to guide ourselves by. So, see, there's dry places to sit here. Have a little fire. So, just came out here to catch the sunset. I was feeling it. Life throws its curveballs. And, you know, I get overwhelmed with the ways of the world sometimes and the trajectory that we seem to be on, but parallel or simultaneous to the downward spiral, there seems to be an upward spiral occurring at the same time, and it's causing destabilization, which it naturally will. But we are moving up and up, and we are going through these times of transition, aren't we? Rapid transition, in which we have to radically upgrade ourselves as individuals, because every individual is interconnected and inexorably intertwined with everything around us. This air I breathe in, the ground that we grow from, the food that we eat, the ideas that we ingest. So I just got here and I saw this work, this beautiful work that a friend of mine and her friends perhaps have been undertaking down here by the water, and it's beautiful. It's really cool, and it's adding to the brightness of this day for me. These little gestures that we all have to give. I brought this up in a previous video. It's like every little thing we do ripples out. It's not even like that, it actually is that. There's this positive butterfly effect that we can help radiate. We can do this authentically from our hearts on behalf of the wider world. And it's so easy to be governed by fear, isn't it? The fears that are spread by mainstream corporate legacy media, the fears of our own ideas and thoughts in our heads, the concerns for shortages, inflation, gas prices, pandemic, war. All of these things are increasingly real, and they can certainly bring us down, and there's people in the midst of these crises that need love and light the most. And if that sounds like hippy-dippy to you, that's, that's your perception. But I see love as Martin Luther King saw love as the supreme unifying principle of life that all the great world religions agree upon. And this love certainly does widen our awareness and our breadth of perception and the depth of our ability to inquire and consider. So we put ourselves in others' shoes, we see from many points of view, and we have widened our circle of compassion and our depth of investigation and consideration, and all of these things are very, very useful in times like these, because we really do have to be able to consider quite a bit at once right now. And so it helps to empty the mind and just be, because we need that too. And there's an orientation of love that we can take on that is so empowering and so freeing. And I believe that this is the way. This is a way forward for us as a species. This is our highest capacity, and this is our way out of this mess. We must spread light when there is darkness. We must shine as bright as we have the power within us to shine. We have to. Because in avoiding this, we feel depressed, we feel anxious, we feel these things because our body, our mind, our physiology knows, evolution trying to run through us knows that we are not attending, we're not paying full attention, we're not fully accepting the now, the present, the moment, the time that we are in. And I don't mean just the time as you as an individual, but you as an interconnected part of this entire world. Look at that, you see that? There goes the space whale. Here we are. So I just hope you all are doing well out there. And I want to put these positive prayers and blessings out there. May we all transcend our fears, our egoic desires, our lust for materialistic gratification and sensory overload that we look to distract ourselves in these times. May we be ever more loving and wise, deep in our considerations, not so sure, not so certain. May we be ever open, that we may together unfold the solution, find the way to rise above and transcend. For these times call us to rise in the most beautiful ways that we have within us, to shine all that we have to share, to be of service to this world, to become the stewards that we have this great potential to be. So, hang in there, friends. It's going to be hard. There's going to be increasingly difficult times, yet we're going to find within ourselves, if we stay in the here and now, responsive to each moment as it occurs, without resistance, we will find that we can surf this tidal wave. And maybe that's a useful metaphor. I'm seeing the moon right now. It's starting to come out. I came out here to catch the sunset. Now I'm seeing the moon. We find ourselves in the midst of a meta crisis, meaning that myriad mini crises are simultaneously unfolding at once. And it's like we're a surfer that's coming up to this wave, and it is growing exponentially, higher and higher and higher. Fortunately, we're on a motorized surfboard, and we've been able to match the rate of the wave's growth, and perhaps until recent, when we are now recognizing that the motor is starting to fail. You know, it's getting to the peak of its potential, and it's starting to break down. And we got to build a new motor while we're surfing the wave at an ever-increasing rate. But you know, if anything can do it, human beings can do it. So I hope you all are well. Check it out, the lights are coming on, and I am thinking of you all, putting out all the good vibes I have to help uplift, I hope inspire you in these uncertain times. May we learn to embrace the uncertainty. It's always been here. It's part of the fun. It's part of the challenge. It's part of our growth. And for those who are suffering vastly right now, let us be our very best. Let's find ways to not add to the shit that's going on. There's so much negative energy out there, and we need to help lighten it up. So yeah, it feels good to be out here. Return to nature. I think that's a recommendation. Return to nature. Whenever you get a chance, you need a break. Come out, breathe some fresh air, get near some trees and some water, get out into the mountains or down by the beach, find a stream, find a creek, find a river. It reminds us how to flow. All right, guys. I'm going to say goodbye for like the third time now. Love you all. Talk to you soon.